YouTube Tuesday from Barnabas Junction, brought to you in association with the Model Railway YouTube Community Group, MRYCG, connecting the Model Railway community together. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. Just search for MRYCG. Hello everybody, welcome back to YouTube Tuesday with me, JC. With Jason. Yeah, YouTube Tuesday is back. Wow, it's great to see so many of you already in the chat. Everyone's saying, oh, great that Tuesdays are fulfilled. Oh, superb. I'm overwhelmed with actually the response on bringing back the show. And first of all, I will apologise for the delay in its return. I had a bit on personal life that I needed to sort out. Plus, a new, not venture, but something in the pipeline that's coming for MRYCG in the next month or so. So I've been working on that in the background, but more about that in coming weeks. Excuse me. I'm not used to this. It's been such a long time. But yeah, thank you very much for all your very kind words and responses to bringing back the series. Series 5 is now here, and it's going to be an interesting series. Bit of everything, bit of kit building, bit of painting, bit of electronics, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I hope you're all going to enjoy it. Now, before I do start, I'd just like to say a little bit of a condolences to a dear friend, viewer and modeler, Mark Walker, who I recently found out he'd sadly passed away. So I'd like to send my utmost condolences to Mark's family and friends and all modelers that did know Mark well personally or via the community. It's a sad loss to lose such a fantastic guy. And for this episode, I think I'm going to dedicate this episode especially to him. This absolutely fantastic to hear. He's been on the show in the past. He has featured in the community so much, but he will be sadly missed by us all. His daughter did do a public statement, and it was posted out across some of the social media sites, including his own. His daughter did post on his own. So big condolences to Mark's family and friends for the sad loss of Mark Walker. Right, moving on with the show, we have the usual features of the show, obviously modelers moments and all the shout outs that we do during the show. I do have those shout outs ready, and we'll be getting on with the first shout out in due course very soon. Now, as you will see of the very start of, if you haven't seen the thumbnail, we've got a grand reveal, unveiling of the pub from the previous series, where obviously one lucky person got to name that pub. So we're going to be unveiling that very shortly. Let's have a look then at everybody that's in chat. Great to see so many of you. Now, I am testing out a brand new feature on YouTube, and that is subscriber chat only. Now, if you are listening and you are trying to comment, you will have noticed you are unable to if you are not subscribed to this channel. As it's stated in the pinned post, over whichever side it might be, I think it's that side, is it? I can't remember now because it's the opposite way around. You'll see a pinned post about being a supporter, and I will in future put in a you'll actually see, I think there's something mentioned. I don't know whereabouts in the screen it is, something else mentioned throughout the screen or in the comments, down in the comments, you'll see if you are not subscribed to the channel, it'll say that this chat is for subscribers only. So if you do want to be chatting live during this stream and you want the option of being possibly for a shout out in this or future episodes, then please do subscribe. It's highly appreciated. I'm amazed that I've just passed the 4,000 subscriber mark, which is absolutely phenomenal. Never even dreamt that this channel would ever reach so many subscribers. It's just amazing. So huge thank you to everybody that is subscribed, has continued to be subscribed, or indeed new subscribers to the channel. Hopefully we'll see a few of you new subscribers here in the chat today. So let's have a look then. Who is in the chat? Fly Mode Chairman David Cook, Eagle Creek Yard Ben, good evening and welcome to tonight's stream. Who else have we got? Timber Surfs in New Durham Junction Model A. Thank you very much for upgrading your channel membership. That's very appreciated of you. And who else have we got? Mark of Hemel Model Railway, MR. Who else have we got? Timber saying the usual crew are here. Who else? Flint Hills Model Railway, Jeff Hammond. Thank you, Jeff, for joining us. Great to catch up with you earlier on in the year. Simo D is here. Thank you for joining us. Effingham, welcome to tonight. Welcome to the new series. Clive Cobold, welcome also for joining us this evening. Owens Model Railways, evening to you, sire. Misty show, says Eagle Creek. Aww. Hillbilly Railroad, good evening. Thank you for joining us. Donegal Dad, hello. Good evening to you. Thanks for joining us, Mark. CSS Rensville, good evening to you, sire. Thank you for joining us for the new series. March West Junction TMD, good evening to you. Thank you for joining us also. Who else? Upwell and onwards, Aaron, down under. Welcome to this morning's stream. I think it will be for you. Thank you for joining us. Simo Trains, hello, Simon. Great to have you here. What's this again? Laugh out loud. Just kidding. Hello, everyone. And hello, Jason, says Simon. Right, keeping on going. Dinmore Junction, hello. Thank you for joining us. David Atkins, hello from British Columbia. Simon, the Railway Enthusiast 83. Good evening to you, sire. Thank you for joining us. Jeff Reeman of Jumble Lane. Well said, Jason. A great chap indeed. Thank you very much, Jeff. I'll be speaking with you shortly. Smallwood Junction, good evening to you. Thanks for dropping in. Who else have we got? Any other faces? Any other names? Goit Valley. I pronounced it right. Goit Valley, thank you very much for the congratulations on 4K subs, and thank you very much for joining us this evening. Everyone's chatting away. I'll catch up. John A. Dawson, great to see you here, John. Southern Line, South Line, Southern Route Line. Oh, it's a mouthful, that is. I'll get it right. Water Road in. Who else have we got in? Marilyn. Hello, Marilyn. Good to see you. I think I've caught up with it. Newland Railways just dropped in saying evening peeps. So evening to one, and very much for joining us. Right. First of all, I need my refreshments, so I'll just get me a drink. Right. So, what I haven't put this in the description actually. It's something I meant to put in the description of the video, but I will update it. Andrew Class 374, thank you for joining us. There will be a competition during this series. Details will be released on that in due course. But what I will say is you've got to be watching these episodes to know how to enter when it comes to me releasing the competition, if you get me drift. So if you're here and you're listening, you're watching, however, commenting, great stuff, great that you do. But please do pay attention, because things throughout each episode you're going to need to take a notice of, because when we get to launching the competition, you're going to have to remember stuff that takes place during each of these episodes. Okay? So good luck for the future. I've got some little prizes, and I've got prizes for O gauge, double O gauge, and N gauge. They're only small prizes, but it's a little bit of something just to say a little bit of a thank you, a little bit of an early Christmas present for 3 lucky winners. They're not amazing prizes in my opinion, but they're little prizes for a thank you to you guys for tuning in. Andrew Sartorius, good evening to you. Thank you for dropping in. So let's get sorted. And I know there is one chap in here with the blue spanner, and that is Fly Mode Chairman. He is my absolute diamond for posting links out for my shoutouts. And my first shout out is for a channel that's only recently, I think recently, in the last 6 months, maybe obviously since the old LD, has come to fruition. So that, let me just, I need to I've got to save the links, you see. So let me scan through back to what I have got lined up. Let me find the link. That's that one. Right. Yes, this is the first one. Now, as always, when we do shout out, we ask you to do one thing, but something I need to do first. Yes, and that is now our very first shout out of Series 5, Episode 1. And the first shout out goes to a great little chap that's working on his layout in a shed. I hope he's got some heaters, because it's going to be cold soon. And that channel is Darlingborough Model Railway. Now, I've been chatting with Richard of Darlingborough Model Railway. Now, if I can do this correctly, no, actually, I'll leave it up to Flymo, because he's the absolute diamond at sorting this. Darlingborough, the channel name in full is Welcome to Darlingborough Model Railway. Excuse me. CSS Rensville says, I'm working on mine in the garage. Oh, I bet that's cold, especially if it's maybe a concrete garage. Simo D saying, yay, great channel. So it's Darlingborough Model Railway. Finnerton's in the house. Good evening, Brian. Thanks for dropping in. So I'm sure Flymo will be off searching for that. What I need to remember to do for you, Flymo, is send you the links to my shout-outs each week if I've selected any particular ones prior to the show. And this is definitely one that I should have done, because it might be a little bit difficult. If not, what I can do the link myself, if I can just grab the link, which is there, copy the link, and I will get it in. Darlingborough, if I spell this right, Model Railway. So fit. Oh, he's beat me to it. There we go. He's beat me to it. Fantastic. Now, as you see, he's an absolute diamond, isn't he? Give him a round of applause. Fantastic. Thank you, Diamond. That is the channel to check out. The chap's name is Richard. He's had some nice little novelty channels. He's just starting off with his layout, and he is an extreme novice. He doesn't not say he's no expert. I'm no expert at the end of the day, but we just develop our skills as we progress. And definitely Richard would really like to you to encourage him and assist him with skills in his future. So check out Darlingborough Model Railway. Make sure you go into his latest video, comment on his latest video. Remember, when you do subscribe to the channel, make sure you interact with that channel more than this, I'd say every couple of weeks at least. Make sure you watch some of their videos. Check out his latest video when you get the opportunity, and comment on his latest video saying, I'm subscribing after hearing about you as a shout out on the YouTube Tuesday with Jason over at Barnabas Junction. Simple as that. Just so he knows where you're coming from. And really, he will appreciate it. I've been chatting with him much recently, and it's been great. He's been offering plenty of advice already with his model railway, but we look forward to seeing how he develops. He did a nice little diorama section, which he's actually incorporated into his channel. Let's have a look at the chat. I've seen some new names pop up in the chat. Let's check it out. So we said good evening to Brian of Finnerton Central Model Railway. Oswald Street Road TMD. Hello, Jason. Hope you and the crew are okay. We certainly are. Alan Reynolds. Good. Hello, Jason. Alan reporting from southern Spain. Oh, it's nice and warm down there, isn't it? It's chilly up here. Talking of Spain, I've been following up on the La Palma volcano for absolutely ages since the day. Fingers crossed, things are starting to settle down now with it. Any news on Main Train? He has been posted some videos recently, Mark over at Main Train. All my best to Mark. He's going through a bit of a tough time at the moment. So please, if you get the opportunity, pop over to Main Train Esports and show him some of your love and support. You'd highly appreciate that too. Who else have we got? Right. I've just noticed something on mine. Oh, it's not showing out those are channel members. It's messing about. It's showing on my iPad in front of me. Martin Bertalan, evening all, he says. Evening to you. Thanks for dropping in. Evening, Dimmo saying evening to Mark of Hemmeldown. People are saying hello evening and hello to each one and all. Right, so that's the first shout out over and done with. Remember, we have got 2 more shout outs and Modeller's Moment coming up, as always, with YouTube Tuesday. So let's get over to the pub. Okay, so if you remember, in series 4, I did a competition for the naming of this pub in this public pub scene. I have been working on this. It's still not 100% finished, but I'd say it's about 98% finished now. This scene is really coming on beautifully. Just kept looking at the chat. Chat's coming up. Hi, I'm back. I've been in the background as I have play with my fleet lines. People are still saying hello to one another. I'll keep an eye on the chat. Yes, I am in Nerja Tarox area now. Flymo, says Alan. Yes, you are getting about in the camper. Hope's going well. We are going to the pub, Barnabas. Mine's an amaretto and a Coke, please. Yes, we'll get down to the pub. So I'm going to switch the camera. So we'll have a drum roll. So let's see plenty of drums in the chat from everybody that's here tonight. So let me get over and switch the camera. Are we ready? Drum rolls, please. My computer's here, by the way, so that's why I'm switching everything on. You can't beat a night in the pub, says Morland. Andy, is anyone going to the Woolley Open weekend? I do believe there's a few. Unfortunately, I'm not attending that, but hopefully those that do will have an absolutely fantastic time. I know a lot of stuff that's going on in behind the scenes on it. Let me just lower that camera down. Ready? Lots of drums in there. Let's get camera switched. And there she is. Just tilt that up slightly. There we go. Introducing the Nobody Inn. That was the winning chosen name. And I have to say huge thank you to Jumble Lane Printing. As you can see the label just below. Jumble Lane Printing for producing the pub name and swinging sign. As you can see, it does swing. I do have a few spares of those, so I'll be showing them in a moment. So yes, the Nobody Inn, and if you might notice, we do have plenty of colour on scene as well. So I have been working on this area quite a bit. Let's have a look at what people are saying in the chat. Phillinson's saying he's not going because he's saving for Stafford. That'll be in February, first weekend in February. Simon, the railway enthusiast, I'm drinking Guinness, Flymo. All down at the pub. John Dawson, he's on his scooter down to the pub. Looking great, says Mark of Hemel Down. Andrew Sartorius, wow, looks great. CSX, very nice. Oh, yes. Yes, I took your advice, CSX, on the gravel at the very front. Let me just get a pointer. This gravel at the front was all taken back up again and relaid with N-gauge fine ballast. So it has been dramatically improved. You were completely right to do so. I've just seen something by New Durham Junction. Let me get to that in a moment. Spent the last hour trying to create a new logo. Not 100% happy with it, but it's okay. It'll do. That says Eagle Creek. That looks awesome. Pub, says Simon. And Simon, Model Rail Showcase. Sadly, I won't be, but I can confirm 4 Model Railway exhibitions next year. Stafford, Model Rail Scotland, Alexandra Palace, and York, all for 2020. If they all go ahead, great stuff, Simon. Look forward to seeing updates from your channel. Flymo, that's neat. Swinging sign and all. Yes, it does look. It's a swinging sign. I'm considering putting another sign. Oh, it's just typical. It's just fell off. Let's put this. There we go. It's back on. It's that fragile. But yeah, I'm considering putting another one on a post a little bit further out as well. Using, if you remember, I put out a post about these beauties. These sticks, and I had some great ideas from people. These are lollipop sticks, so maybe, I don't know, maybe a post there with another sign on it, or I could use these as telegraph poles. That was another great idea I had from somebody. Right, let's get back to the chat to see what people are saying. Nice. Nobody In is quality. The Nobody In looks wonderful. Nice country pub. Stafford for me also, says Andy. David Atkins, it looks fantastic. So Jason, is the DB bus got passengers in on the way to the Nobody Inn? No, it is over there. I'll grab that in a moment and we'll have it pull up. No passengers for the Nobody Inn. Looking good, says Brian. CSX, I'm at Stafford with my layout. Do come and say hello. Brilliant. Clive Cabold, very good. Jason, Nobody In. Did you try knocking? Excellent. Been to many a pub that looks just like that, says David Atkins. Let's see the DB bus. Yeah, okay, in a moment. People saying evening to Upwell. Looks better. Won't spill the beer now. People are laughing. Pub must be closed due to Renault's. Closed due to COVID outbreak. Yes, a light pole for the beer garden too, maybe. Yeah, that's a good idea. That looks great. Very impressive. Mine's a pint. Can I do a shout out for Newton Albert's show on the 4th? Go ahead. Go ahead indeed. I think you've just done it pretty much, Oswestry. Pub's closed because nobody's in. Yay! Finally found the drum. The inn looks great. Thank you, Jeff. People saying hello to John. Right, okay, lad. Let's bring no passengers. do we be stupid enough and do some bus sounds? This is going to be stupid now, isn't it? So, brum 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 brum. How daft is that? Yes, thank you very much, Craig. Nobody's in at the pub, and there's nobody on the bus. No passengers for the nobody in. The pub at Ribblehead was amazing. Shame about the weather. Pub's looking great. Hope they got a snooker table. I probably have, if not a pool table. It's beer time, says John Dawson. So yes, thank you very much, Craig, for that one. It's because there's no passengers. Off it goes. Bus looks well. Yeah, okay. Right, so let me just lift this camera up so you get a higher overview of the pub. Do this without breaking the tripod. Apologies, you've got the shadow of the camera. So you'll see, let me get a pointer. So as well as the signage, I've weathered the ballast that was used for the gravel. That's now been darkened down to make it dirty. Got to have a few weeds, and obviously it's still missing its furniture, because that's something I'm going to be doing in this series. I've done greenery, the path all the way down to the rail side, and if you look, we now have the stile and fencing going over to the previous area, and we do have plenty of foliage and colours in the area just there. What I'm going to do is just bring you back down again. Up. And let's see if we can get that colour to highlight a bit better. I do have many photographs of this already, close-up photographs, so I'll be posting them out. I've been dying to get them out to you. But obviously I had to wait until this first episode was launched. So I will be posting various pictures out onto the channel's social media sites, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and obviously the YouTube channel. So there we go. The unveiling has been done. So well done to the viewer that got to choose the name for the pub. You have now officially got a place on the layout. Thank you again. Let's have a look at chat then. Loving the sound effects. Bus. Oh, thanks, Mark. Bus looks well. Must be a Neverspoons pub. I like that. Add to the calendar. Rayhead Model Railways, Newton Abbot Train and Toy Fair, Sunday the 28th of November. Newton Abbot Racecourse, Newton Abbot Road, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, all the usual there. Right. Thank you very much, Flymo. Great idea, actually, posting places for model railway exhibitions and shows. That's a good idea. Keep it up if you like. Looking at the pub, I suddenly think of the last of the summer wine theme tune. Yeah, I suppose you could say that actually. Where is the Charabang? I need to get a jug in to celebrate some of the 5-4s have taken. I'm not sure what that's supposed to say. The bus showed up, but nobody was leaving the pub. Jumble Lane for the benches. Yes, Jumble Lane Printing have produced the benches, the picnic sets. We did see them in Series 1. Melvin Fackler, good evening. Thanks for dropping in. Jason, I got some Hunt couplings today for my new Hornby APT power cars to couple up to the old set. Oh, fantastic. We look forward to seeing something about those in near future then. Or if you'd like to, please send us some pictures personally if you like. Gonna have to shoot. Great to see you back, says Owen. No problem, Owen. Thanks for dropping in. Hit the like button, folks. Thank you, Flymo. Didn't take anything, but you can join the channel if you like. Check below the window and press join. Thank you very much. Yes, the MRYCG Facebook group. Thank you very much, Flymo. More on that in a bit, actually. It looks like it's been there for years. Yeah, I've not done too bad on the weathering. One thing I got what am I talking about? I'm going to be looking at getting maybe a ghost sign on the end of the building here. and then have maybe some ivy coming up. That's something I'm looking for the future, but it's not something I'm going to be doing right this now, because I need other things to move on to. Where on the layout is this? This is the just above the loft hatch area in the corner. You'll see in a moment on another camera, actually. On top of it, Jolly Boy's out. Oh yeah, Jolly Boy's out in cracking. Well, it's all right. Jason thought it would help with folks getting to shows. Yeah, great idea. I am now selling 3D items on eBay. Yes, I've noticed. Keep well there. Owen says Flymo. SMS, do them, Jason. I've got them already. Jumbo Lane Printing did supply them. So we do have the benches. I'm just trying to find the tops. There they are. So we do have the benches supplied by Jumbo Lane Printing with canopies. Okay. Sorry, with open canopies and with closed canopies. Or you can have them without the canopies if you wish. Find one without it in. And there's one without them on. So these are available from Jumbo Lane Printing. Jeff is here if you want to have a chat with him about getting your hands on some of these. These are absolutely fantastic. And during this series, I did mention about kit building. So we are going to be looking at doing some painting kit buildings of various manufacturers, including Jumbo Lane Printing. For those of you who want about the pub sign, there is a sample one of the framework that the sign went round, as you can see. That was the framework. And then we have the stickers. I put the stickers down somewhere. That is a sticker that goes on there, so you can do them in various colours, designs, and fonts and stuff like that. If you're interested in a pub sign, then please do get in touch with Jumbo Lane Printing. And I did put a sneaky picture of that sign being made, but here's one unpainted. As you can see, oh, it swings. Oh, it's fell off again. Let me just put it back on. So yeah, there we go. That is the pub sign. So maybe another one will be going on a post just outside the walls. These are available, or will be available very soon from Jumbo Lane Printing with that pub sign as well. So again, thank you very much to Jeff at Jumbo Lane Printing for taking the time to produce the pub signage and the swinging posts for it. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Does he do station signs? Yes, I do believe he does. Let's just catch up on the chat. DB Schenker for the side of the pub. Jeff will hook you up. Yeah, no, not with the DB Schenker. He won't. Get Banksy on the wall. Yeah, I'll have to get. He might just sneak in one night and do a Banksy posting on the wall. No beer glasses on the benches. Yeah, there will be. Don't worry. Does he do signs? Yes, Jumbo Lane Printing. Thank you very much, Flymo. Is that the right one, Jeff? Yeah, that is right. Great stuff, Jeff. Fantastic. Now, there is something else regarding Jumbo Lane Printing to be featured here today. I'm going to be showing you about something else that's been in development over on the TMD very shortly. That arrived this morning, and it's fantastic. It's perfect. Jeff did bob down a few weeks ago. He took a few measurements of something that I had in the plan, and he came up with an absolutely fantastic thing. And I'll be more on that in a bit. So, Train Freak's in. Good evening, Jason. Thanks for dropping in, or good afternoon actually for yourself. It will be, or early evening. Thanks for dropping in. For those that you want to know, Train Freak, his name is Jason also, and he's over the pond, just like many others that are here tonight as well, or down under if your name's Aaron. So yeah, great stuff to have you here. Thank you very much for joining us. Again, I'll remind you, I am testing out a new feature tonight on this stream, and that is if you wish to chat, You can watch quite happily, but if you wish to make a chat, you need to be a subscriber of the channel. It's a new feature that was introduced by YouTube a few weeks ago. Kevin Newbury, good evening to you. Thanks for dropping in. Tico, hello. Hello, Barnabas. Hello, Tico. Thanks for dropping in. So yeah, I am testing out a new feature. If you do wish to chat on these live streams, you will need to be a subscriber of the channel. It's a new feature that they launched, and I think it's quite a good feature actually. And it's got quite a few settings. I will do some video in the future. The post box looks familiar. Yes, that's another Jumbo Lane printing product, that post box just there. I said I was after something that would look great there in like a country scene, and he said, I've got this. So yes, thank you very much, Jeff. And that came pre-printed. That was a sample that he did. They do come. Stop spam accounts. Yeah, good point, actually. Indeed, that is a really good point. That stops spam accounts from just basically coming onto any old live stream, no matter what it's for, anywhere across YouTube, from making silly comments, posting stupid links. Good. I never thought of that, but that is a brilliant point. Thank you very much. Right. I think... Well, how long have we been going now? I need to have a look. Let me have a look. We've been going for, crikey, 36 minutes already. Right, so let's get shout out number 2 sorted. Right. So again, I have saved this shout out in my links, in my messages to myself, so I could remember who to do the shout outs to. And I did choose 4. I'm going to save one of them for next week. But yeah, I'm just kind of ahead of myself. Yes, that's that one. Obviously I've not put names on them, so I don't know which they are until I click on them. Yes, I think that one deserves to be the next one. Okay. Oh, and in fact, this person is here tonight in the chat. So, let's do this. So, shout out number 2 for tonight's episode, series 5, episode 1 of the YouTube Tuesday, with me, Jason of Barnabas Junction. And as I said, that person is here tonight in the chat. So thank you very much for dropping in and being part of tonight's live stream, and obviously for being a subscriber. I've just remembered actually something, and I'll come back to that in a minute, I forgot to do at the beginning of the stream, which shows how lax I am on doing these. So tonight's second shout out is, his name is Mark. So how many Marks have we got in here today? His name is Mark, and it does feature in his channel name. His name features in his channel name. So yes, shout out number 2 goes to Mark Hemmeldown MR, Model Railway. Fantastic channel. I've been following for a very long time. I wouldn't recommend a shout out. Yes, Mark Hemmeldown Model Railway, or MR for short. He is tonight's shout out number 2. Fantastic channel. He does a lot of kit building. In fact, one of his most recent videos was of kit building, especially. He does running sessions. He looks at a lot of the kits and stuff like that. 50 in. Let's see, 50 thumbs up. Thank you very much, New Durham Junction. Yes, please give that thumbs up button a slam. If you don't like the video, hit it twice. Or if you do like the video, hit the thumbs down twice and the thumbs up once. I could keep going on all day, couldn't we? Yes, Flymo is on the ball there, as Goldie is. Mark Hemmeldown Model Railway is shout out number 2. So yeah, please do go check him out, Mark. Yes, you do deserve a shout out. It's a great channel, and I've really been enjoying a lot of your videos, as it's actually inspired me a bit for this series, because you do a lot of kit building, and I feel that I've got a lot of kits, and it's about time I got involved in getting those kits produced. So as I said, a lot of the kits I'm going to be doing are for various manufacturers, like Jumbo Lane Printing, SMS. Who else have I got? Oh, some Hornby stuff, some not Dapo stuff. You know, I've got them all piled up in my box. I can't remember what they all are. But yeah, thank you very much for your great videos, Mark. In fact, I'm just on my screen right now is you producing the Dapol double track footbridge, which is actually over there, that footbridge. So yeah, you just show it. I'm just looking at it. In fact, look, there it is. There's the footbridge being made. That's what just come up as one of the videos when I viewed your channel. So yeah, great channel as always. When you do subscribe to a channel, well, on my screen he's showing 397, so let's definitely get him over 400 subscribers. Remember, when you do subscribe to a channel, please do interact with that channel, give it some thumbs up, give him some comments on his videos, and he's here, he knows the score, he knows what it is. Go on to his latest video and comment that you've heard about his channel on Barnabas Junction's YouTube Tuesday series, and that's why you come to subscribe to him. Great stuff. That is shout out number 2. We will be doing one more. Remember, we still got Modeller's Moment. If you want to have your channel, let me switch the camera actually, so you're actually talking to me and not the pub. Although you probably all like to be down that pub. Which camera is it? I think it's that top one. Yep, there we are. So yeah, what was I? If you want to be featured as a shout out or as a modeler's moment on this stream each week, please do get in touch with me via email to barnabasjunction@gmail.com with a few clips, short videos of your model railway, because this is kind of a way of those that don't have channels or don't have Facebook pages or don't have any social media regarding their model railways. It's for everybody, but it's a way of getting those unknown layouts a bit of limelight about their model railway, and I think it's a good way of doing that. And it's open to anybody that's had already been featured in a modeler's moment. So if you want to be a modeler's moment yet again, because it's been a while since we did last series, then please do get back in touch with some more videos, short videos and photographs, and I will produce a bit of a modeler's moment feature for you, your channel or your model railway. Right, let me get back to this so I can see what everyone's up to. Let's get back to the chat. Mark saying, thank you, Jason. You're very welcome. Finishing could be fun. I could show off my half-complete clearance issue on my railway, says Oswestry. Already liked New Durham Junction, says Tico. Train Freak has subbed. Mark saying thank you to everybody. Train Freaks 0.50. Yeah, brilliant stuff. Already subbed. Busy month, Mark. Nice going, Mark. That says from Flymo. I would be at that put, but there's nobody there to serve me. Oh, at the pub. For Modeller's Moment content. Yes, thank you very much, Flymo. Fantastic stuff. Right. So I mentioned about we're going to be looking throughout the series about the kit building, and if back in series 4 I did show this, that was this was the sample one, which was been developed by Jumbo Lane Printing. This is obviously to go over on the TMD there behind me. This is the footbridge, slightly different from the footbridge that he's actually produced, because this was a sample one which was cut apart from his kits that he did have, so it's not 100% exactly the same as what you would get if you were to buy this, but this has been modified to suit my needs. And this, I have now completely sprayed this with grey primer, Tamiya grey primer, and this is now ready for painting. So this is something we're going to be painting on a show throughout this series. It's going to take a bit of work. I've got some ideas of what colours it's going to be. I've got a line of paints already and lined up for the painting of this, including steel steel colour, although this is already grey. We're still going to be painting it like chromes. We've got greens, we've got blues, we've got browns, and we've got like rust and grime colours all to be going on this. So that'll look nice and fitting once it gets over on the TMD. Obviously, we've got the graveyard still on the church scene that I've still not got round to. That is going to be a bit of a big job. And there to be painted up as well. And we've got the monument, which was in front of the pub. That's to be painted up as well. So that's just a few of the Jumbo Lane printing kits. But, and I've been given permission from Jeff at Jumbo Lane to show you a brand new product that he's just developed. I have the very first samples of a product he has produced here on the bench in front of me. I'm going to show you them in a moment. So let's have a look at chat. Cyber and his puns, yeah. Model's moment can be sent. Yeah, lovely. Very nice, Jason. Will you weather it after you paint it? Yes, that will be part of it as well, of the bridge. It will get full painting and full weathering. So it's gonna go over a couple of episodes. That probably will. Maybe every other episode we'll just do a little bit on it. But there's lots of stuff, and there's quite a few kits we'll probably do in the same episode, because some of the kits are pretty quick to build. Painted mine British Racing Green, says New Drum. Yes, because he's got that. Looks good. Be awesome to be in the shout-out or models moment. Too bad I don't video my layout much. No problem. Just a few photographs if you want, Aaron. Lovely BRG. I need a drink. I've forgotten how thirsty is chatting. Hello, Tim. Scrapline. Someone say weathering. Your ears must have been burning. Yes, indeed. Weathering. We're going to be looking at weathering this after it's had a painting job done. I need to speak to you, Tim, because you mentioned something about weathering. I can't remember what it was, but I need to speak to you. By the way, good luck with the house move. I fully understand why. It's not. What was that? I'm not much of a filmmaker myself. It says Flymo. Photos will help me too. Excellent stuff. Everyone's saying hi to Tim of Scrapline. Right. So I mentioned a brand new kit being developed by Scale Model C. Not Scale Model C. I keep saying that because I've got Scale Model Scenery stuff in front of me as well. A new kit by Jumbo Lane Printing. Now he has not sorted out this for public purchasing yet. I have actually been, amazingly, and I didn't expect it, sent to me in the post today the first samples of this that he has produced. Excuse me. I'm just wondering if it might be better, instead of putting it up to that camera, I'm going to get that camera there. So you'll see it come into shot. I'm going to tilt that down. Let's move that out of the way. Okay. We need some light. Right, let me switch camera to table cam. And there we are. Let's turn that light off. I don't think we need that light on. Oh yeah, maybe actually. So this is the all new 3D kit that Jeff has produced over at Jumbo Lane Printing. We got a pointer, and these are indeed drains, culverts that you'd have in embankments on the side of railways. We've got a double piped culvert, and we've got a single pipe culvert, and these are absolutely solid. You could just about bend them. These are solid 3D printing products. They can be modified in any way you wish. What he has also supplied with these is grills to feature on the front of them. Now, I am going to feature these in places on this layout. I've seen a couple of places today after receiving these, which was completely unexpected, of where these are going to go. So that will be in future videos. So these grills, so literally you just plonk them in front of the pipework just like that, and same with the single one. So they're the catch the or the junk stop it going down the streams or going down into the pipework. Now I do believe, but this is not perfect as of not definite as of yet, but I do believe Jeff is going to be selling these as a pack, as what you see here. Okay, so if Jeff would like, if Jeff's in the chat, if you feel free to discuss them, Jeff. But from what I believe, Jeff is going to be supplying these in a kit of 2 doubles and 2 singles with the grills, which are obviously optional. You don't have to put the grills on if you don't wish to. And I think these are absolutely fantastic. What you can do with them is just endless, really. Painting them, weathering them, building your scenery around them. I think these are just brilliant. You could even have a straw. I suppose, in fact, I've just seen something about straws in the chat. McDonald's straws make great culverts too. Not if you're in the UK, because they're all cardboard straws now, not plastic ones. But I do have a selection of plastic ones stored away. Other fast food restaurants are available with stocks as well. But yeah, what you could do, and I'll just use, I don't know, let's just see. No, that's too big. But as an example, you could connect a pipe to the back of one of them, like so. You could say that was a pipe. You could attach a pipe to the back and actually put some water coming out of them, really. The ideas are endless, because obviously they are hollow. You can see straight through them and the back of them, so they fit snugly in any scenic area. And I think these are absolutely fantastic. So have a look at the chat and see what people are having to say. Let's catch up. Everyone's saying hi to Tim. He said weathering, Tim, not rust. Oh, Tim's both. Not really one for shout-outs. Spot trains and cause chaos and have fun. Nice to get mine on my new one, as it's an old NCB coal yard. Jason, have you seen his row skips? They are excellent. I may have done. I've got an absolute pack of kits of Jumbo Lane printing here. Oh, I got to vanish for a bit. Boss is walking about. Oh, don't get you getting told off, Aaron. People saying hi to each other. Jumbo Lane printing link again. Pub cam. Yes, the pub cam. Those look great, says Mark. Dead fox pipe. Yes. Catch all the animals. I will send you some photos of the new Hornby APT power cards coupled up with the old Hornby APT trains when I can. I have to get one of the cataracts done first in 6 weeks' time. No problem, Clive. Good luck with that. Jeff Reeman, there we go. Yes, 4 in a pack. 2 of each will be £3.50 plus postage. There you go. That's Jeff is there. He's posted that himself. And I think that's well worth it. These are solid. When you come to like do scenery and getting these wet, not like card kits, they're not going to collapse or fade or anything like that, but then they'll also be easy to paint. John Dawson, take care everyone. He needs to run. No problem, John. Thanks for dropping in. Repaint the old Hornby APT trains first. Take care, John. Clive, it would be interesting to do a review on the old and new APTs. That's a good idea, Brian, actually, to do a comparison review. It was a culvert similar to those that made me start my layout, says CSX Rensville. Interesting. Fantastic. Jeff, how do we contact you? I've got an idea. I wonder if you can make me something, please. Andrew, please get in touch with Jeff either via social media or via his website, jumbolaneprinting.co.uk. Flymo has posted the links in. The Growler Blackwood's in. Good evening to you. He's saying evening, Jason. So evening to you. There you go. There's the email address to get in touch with Jeff directly. Posted him. Need an APT in DB. Oh, God. Need an APT. No. That would ruin it. You keep well too, says Tico. Is Tico getting off? Must be heading off now. Make sure to like the live stream for Barnabas Junction. Thank you very much, Tico. You take care and see you very soon. Now, obviously, kits like this, now these are perfectly smooth, but sometimes you might get, especially 3D printed kits, you might get some spurs or rough edges on these. And I found something yesterday, just purely by accident, in the local supermarket, and super cheap. And I think I'm going to get used to this. And there's a little sanding block. That's the make of it. This was in the local supermarket. It's literally just a block of foam, but it's a sanding block. And this would be great for just sanding. In fact, just rubbing on there, that's brilliant actually. It's just smooth. Sanding off any rough edges on any 3D kits you may have, or even card kits, or even, it may even clean your track, I don't know. But yeah, any rough edges like that. So you just do that, and you can see, nice little sanding block does the job. And that's actually very good, that is. Just done that on the bottom, that's really smooth. So yeah, I think this was about 50p. So a great little thing to have. And any modeler could make use of. Harris sanding block. Was in the local supermarket for, I think it was about 50p or a pound. I can't remember. Or 75p. It was no more than a pound. But yeah, recommend get your hands on one of them if you do kit building. Great way of sanding down those kits. Chris Jubb, good evening, Chris. Thanks for dropping in. Great blocks they are. Got heaps in my work van. There you go. That's come courtesy of Tim. Now, nail files are good for that also. I use the wife's nail files for sanding down. I don't know what grit that is. Does it actually say? Flexible enough to sand most difficult shapes and mouldings. Wash out with water when clogged up. So yeah, you can reuse it. Important to wear a face mask and goggles when sanding for your own protection. Yeah. But it doesn't say what grit this is actually. It's got a lot of foreign and European languages on the back, but it doesn't say on it what grit it is. Just looking now. It does say on the front, it says for wood, plastic and metal surfaces, medium sanding block. So there you go, great little thing. I just thought you might like to know a little bit about that. Right, where are we now? An hour in, so I think it's time for shout out number 3. What do you think, guys? Let's get back to the front cam. So again, I'll go back to my phone. Probably about 120 grit, he reckons. Right, okay, rough grit. Feeling a bit rough. So let's get a look at the third shout out for tonight. Let's have a look at ones that I've clicked on. Yes, definitely yes. Right, let's get on. Yes, let's go to this one now. Let me just pause that, if it'll allow me. Yes. Right, this was a channel I only found a week ago. I didn't know about it. And I think it's purely because, oops, I've just gone off it. I think it's purely because the channel is not named after modelling or a model railway or such. It's named after this person that runs the channel instead. A lot of people do that, and they find it okay because they might have multiple reasons to have a channel. Okay, let me just get that off the screen. So let's get on. Next shout out. Right, so third final shout out for today, don't forget we've still got Modeller's Moment to come, is a channel that operates under the name of Debbie McMillan. I'll just show you. That is the channel. Debbie McMillan. Now, I came across that because she did a video, which is right there, improving Hornby platforms. And I saw that video. I thought, that is really good. She does a lot of bringing old model railway kits and stuff back to life to use into a more of a modern layout. And that was one she did, improving Hornby platforms. And I watched that and I thought, you know what, that is really, really clever. Very inexpensive. And all details are in that particular video. But yeah, please go check out her channel. Again, when you do subscribe to her channel, make sure you interact with it by giving some thumbs ups, comment on the videos, obviously watch the videos as well. Don't have to watch them all, just every so often. Check out, oh right, Grower says, saw the same video, Jason. She was rather good. Yeah, I was quite surprised. I thought that was great, especially for the new modelers that really don't know how they might have a lot of older stock, older model railway stuff, and they just want to give it a new lease of life. So I thought that was a great idea. It's a brilliant channel. And it's well worth checking out. So please do go check out the channel. Debbie McMillan. I'm sure Flymo is searching eagerly for a link to give to you. And it will be posted into the chat momentarily. But yeah, it's definitely not getting to post that. Tries again, says Flymo. I tell you what, I'll post the link myself. If you're struggling, let me go to the channel. Right, so no, I don't want to start. I'm already signed in. Let me get the link, which is, oh, I've forgotten which one it is now. It's the top one. Oh, there we go. You've done it. Well done, Debbie McMillan. Go check out, when you do, go check out the channel. Yes, check out the channel. Go to the latest video. Just say you've been introduced to the channel courtesy of Barnabas Junction's YouTube Tuesday, and sub to that channel likewise due to hearing about it here. So that is shout out number 3. It's definitely a channel to be watching for the future. My partner is Rust. My partner in Rust is Debbie. All right, fantastic stuff. But yeah, definitely a lot of people saying are already subscribed. Fantastic. Some are subscribing as we speak. Hi Jason, I have sent you 2 new Hornby APT. What? You mean you sent me pictures? I was going to say, don't send me 2 power cards. Crikey. But if anyone wants to, feel free to donate. No. But yeah, okay. Rightio, I will check them out in due course once we finish the show. Right, so let's get on with what I've got to talk about over there. So I'm going to be switching to my other camera. Yeah, I've got cameras all around here. So let's switch to camera 3 and show you what I've been doing, as well as the pub, that is. And you can see my back now, there behind me. So, what's that, everybody says? Any ideas what that might be? Put your ideas on a postcard. Thoughts on a postcard, please. Right, let's have a look at the chat. What do people think? Yeah, Big Brother. Charlie's in. Charlie McGowan with Patrick Hill Station. Thank you for joining us, Charlie. TMD, yeah, that is the TMD. But what is this? What is this? What is all this here? What's this going to be? Entry points to the TMD. Now, I'm not on about the track, I'm on about the structure in front. Besides seeing a three-way turner, I don't know what you're showing us. Right, well, tell you what, I'm not sure if I think I'll still be okay with the audio. So here, what is this? A mixer for rave night, says Newland Railway. Point operation mimic board. Lift out for rolling stock. Well, it does lift off, that is for sure. A motorway. No. Abutments. A box up, a new wall. Getting there. One person has pretty much nailed it. So if I go like this, as say, it lifts up. What's underneath there? Wiring. Sooty's magic wand. DCC concept controller. No, that's Sooty's magic wand. Bridge support, mimic panel, yes. Again, that's two of you. A new switch panel, yes. New drone junction, you already knew, so you were kept quiet. It is indeed a new mimic panel. It is still in its wooden construction, but if I move this, get this camera, you may notice something is missing from the front of the TMD. And that is the old mimic panel that was produced originally for this in its first place. And I have built this just using loads of offcuts of wood and the original switches from the original board. Is the new switch panel. As you can see, it's just scribbled on with some pen at the moment to remind me which is which. And there are two spare holes for two more switches. Now, first of all, what I will tell you is that switch is being moved to there eventually, and what we will have is track power switch and lighting switch. So this, as many of you know, this is a fully independent layout from the main layout if I wish it to be. Okay, so I still needed this to be independent, so we need a track power switch and a lighting switch, obviously for all the lights that are on the TMD. Now, as you can see, it's still in its wooden panelled state. Now, I did mention that Jeff of Jumble Lane Printing had been here recently, and he did took some measurements of this. Any guesses why? So if I put the camera back there so you can see it, I'll just lift that up a little bit. Okay. So with those culverts that I didn't expect, I received this. Yes, it's a piece of white paper. But inside here is another piece of white paper. Let's have a look at the chat. What do people think? Almost thought that the switch would be the confetti cannon. No. Gotta run, everyone. No problem, Jason. Thank you very much for dropping in. Graham, Kettering Junction. Hello. Thanks for joining us. Did you nibble those holes with your teeth? No, I used, I forgot what they call it. Something that, it digs down, because obviously the switches are not as deep as the thickness of the wood, so I had to go down a bit. So I wanted the nuts, top of the nuts that hold the switches in from the upper end to be below the board level, so they've been sunken into the board. Already have Debbie, brilliant. Everyone saying hello to Graham. Got to run. I will watch Debbie's channel afterwards. Almost that last switch would be for the confetti cannon, yeah. Factory workshop fronts. Oh, going to be a TMD signal box. I guess he has printed a cover, says Jeff. of Hammond. Jeff makes Mimic panels. Yes, he does. It's a map, 3D printed control switchboards. He doesn't do laser cutting. I guess he's going to make a plastic 3D box. Terrific that you have such a large well area for a workshop. It's a map. Goonies never say die. Take care, Train Freak. A printed switch panel, a printed switch diagram. Oops. All your ideas, drill bit and countersink. That's it, countersink. That was the word I'm thinking of. Thank you very much. Dave Cook says he's got to go. No problem, Dave Cook. Thanks for being with us. That's an MVQ level 2 in-track laying. I know. It's a family show, New Durham Junction. Right. So obviously I have not cut this out. This is fresh from the printer. I'm waiting for it to appear on my screen. That is what's going to go on. Let me just tilt the camera up a bit. Right, that's better, so you get a higher view. Jeff came and took measurements for this to go on here. This is a wrap to disguise the panel as a building on the TMD. Jeff is a wonder of ideas. I said something and he said, "Oh, let me have a go, see what I can do." And this is what he come up with. Now, obviously, you can see there the grey area. That is like factory office fronting. That will be going on this side, okay? Well, that's not all, because obviously there's the sides and there's the switches on this. Now, if I turn this over, that bit, get the light right, that bit will be on the switch panel front. Okay, so that will go onto this and cover it over like so once it's cut out, and the switches will poke through this, and he has already on it printed out exactly what each switch on the TMD will switch. So the likes of there's two switches here. They are for the three-way point. Those two switches that are underneath that one are for a three-way point, and each point is in a different position, and it corresponds with its exact position as I see it from behind here. So the likes of that particular point there, if we can get it in the camera, that particular point there is at a certain angle, and that represents that exact point in that exact angle here on the layout. So I'll know which point is operated by each switch. And is also included track power switch and lighting indicating the switch there. And it's beautifully added detailing and labeling for the TMD. So a huge thank you for Jeff for producing that. But this, obviously, I mentioned there was another piece of paper, smaller one, and these are side sections to go on it as well, on these side end pieces, and it's going to look fab. To disguise this panel, it's just absolutely going to be brilliant, and that is something I'm going to be looking at again in a future episode. We'll get that on. I'll work on it, find out what adhesive to use on this. Now, I also mentioned it lifts off. It does. This is detachable from the layout. So for storage purposes, or if I need to get underneath and do some wiring, or if I need to change some wiring, etc., I can unplug this and just take it away and then I'll bring it back and plug it straight back in again. I'm really pleased at how this, just with a few offcuts of card and wood and recycling the switches, all the wiring, I've not changed any wiring whatsoever, it's all the same. Now, you'll also be pleased to be informed that I have fixed also the points here on the layout. That was another thing that involved, we wanted to get those that we mentioned in the previous series. A lot of the, couldn't do any running sessions on here because the point motors were seized. Well, after carefully going through each and every one, I found out only 1 point was unusable. 1 point motor, sorry, was unusable. So fortunately, I had 3 spares. I just replaced it, and it now works perfectly. All the points switch absolutely fantastically. So again, big thank you to Jeff for producing that panel cover. If you're interested in something like that, please do obviously get in touch with Jeff at Jumbo Lane Printing as well and see what he can do and develop for you for something as simple as a wrap for maybe a bit of scenery, a building that you don't quite like. You might be able to produce an all new wrap design to cover something over with something new. So I'm really pleased with that. So I'm going to head back over to this camera now and we'll catch up with your chats. When it decides to switch. There we go. Right, so back over. So huge thank you. Yeah, here it is again. So you can get the full size of it. I'm not sure how big size that is. I think it's 19 inches wide from edge to edge. I'm really absolutely gobsmacked about how good that's actually come out. It's totally beyond my expectations of what he was going to come out. He did keep me in touch with, obviously, with the development of that as time went on. So that'll mean that can get done and we can get more scenics on the TMD. We've got the footbridge to go on it as well. And again, when I mentioned I've got loads of kits, a lot of the kits are to go on that TMD. So we're going to be bopping around the layout with different kits during this series. And I say a lot of them are for the TMD. And once that's done, I can also add trees, dirt, rusty areas. Yes, Tim, rust areas, scrap bits of scrap metal lying around, that sort of thing. And just little bits and bobs that I've been meaning to get on it, but couldn't because I needed to get that all redeveloped Mimic panel produced. Let's have a look at what people are saying in the chat. Yeah, right. Cat caught up. That looks neat. That was the clean way. Clever idea. That is a large print. Yeah, I think the full length of the Mimic panel from one end to the other, I think it's 19 inches. That will look great. Going to be like Shanghai's layout, which features on Jenny Kirk's channel. Hide the panel. Yes. That looks the part. There is a knocking shop near me. It's a pub, place I call Knocking Craig. Clever. Got to build the Mimic boards for my main and new micro, says Aaron. Superb, says Ben. Eagle Creek. Oh, that's great. Low relief prints for disguising bits of infrastructure. Lovely stuff, says Flymo. That's awesome. Hiding the switch panel into the layout. Just trying to get used to my phone, says Simon. What did you get, Simon, says Mark. Jason, I have to go now. My eyes are giving out. It's hard to see the chat tonight. See you all next week, guys. Goodbye from Clive in Northern Ireland. Thank you very much, Clive. Wishing you all well with the cataract operation in this few weeks. Thank you for being with us. Remember, hit thumbs up on the way out if you haven't done so already. Nice, printed in feathers and other lights. Cheerio, Clive, everyone's saying. iPhone SE says Mark to Mark. Subscribe. Thank you very much, Fimo. Look forward to seeing the videos. That's from Mark. Just giving the stream a thumbs up. Thank you very much, Simon. Again, Jeff, Jumble Lane, I guess it's printed on vinyl. Yeah, I think it is. Jeff will be able to give you the full ins and outs of what's printed on what, because I haven't really got an idea. Jeff also does bespoke back scenes for your layouts. Yes, because he did that one that's on the High Street as well. He produced that, and that is like still like the day it was put up. It's like brand new. It's fantastic quality. That was printed on banner vinyl. There we go. Jeff has just commented. I can print on self-adhesive vinyls as well. Scrap, not that DB37. No, I've got scrap 37 over here actually in this corner. You can just make it out where I'm pointing. Where am I pointing? There it is. I've got a scrap 37 there. Nice one, Simon. I have a couple of videos to catch up with Simon. Chris Hunt had something similar, Jason, if you remember. Yes, he did, actually. I do remember. And someone else did point out that to me when I showed it him as it was being developed. No worries. Right. Okie dokie. So, we've done the shout-outs. I've shown you about what's been going on there. I've shown you that. I'm sure I'm forgetting to tell you some other stuff that I've been meaning to tell you, but I can't remember right now. But we do have something that needs to be done. Oh, I do remember something. Actually, yeah, I'll do this first. So yes, Modeller's Moments time. If you want to be featured on Modeller's Moments, it's a form of a shout out, but it features videos or photographs of your layouts, whether you have a channel or not, or no social media, doesn't matter. You can still send them in and get them featured on Modeller's Moment. And you also, if you've been featured before in a previous series, it's a new series, so you can be featured again if you wish. Just get in touch. So, Modeller's Moment this week is New Durham Junction. I want to feature this again purely on the fact that when we featured it way 6-8 months ago, it was under a mass redevelopment, and it's incredible how much it's changed since the first time it was done. So without further ado, he has sent me a selection of photographs of how it's developed with his new trains and his new scenics that he's put on. Because he has gone and got himself a static grass applicator from WW Scenics. Good man. So without further ado, here's a small slideshow of photographs taken of his new redevelopment of New Durham Junction Model Railway. So straight away we're looking at Class 60 there, and everyone will know Mr. Grimm is awaiting in the smoke. Great DMU there with his fantastic signal box. As you can see, that's quite a good photograph. I'm quite impressed with that. His bus depot, fantastic stuff there. As you know, I've got my bus depot, and these buses came from Craig. Lovely 37s on display. He does like his 37s. Excuse me. And there's the, I think that's a 156, if I believe rightly. In the Royal Air Force livery. Class 66 Colas Rail. For those of you who like Colas Rail, please do check out New Durham Junction because he is a big Colas Rail fan. Rail Freight Red Stripe 37 must be in recovery of the DMU there actually. And there is his new upper station that he's been working hard on over the past few months, showing off his DMUs in Northern Rail and the Royal Air Force. There's his front main station, looking good with all the lighting, and very good atmospheric evening atmospheric lighting there. I'll ignore that one apart from it being a tug, as we call it. It's another 66, GBRF livery. Not very common livery, you see, really. and in the GBRF BR livery. And I do believe the train's actually been done now. Again, Colas Rail Class 47, not sure on the fleet number there. Nice atmospheric photograph there of the Royal Air Force DMU in the upper station. I think it's a terminus station. So thank you very much, New Dorman Junction, for sending those new updated photos of the redevelopment of the layout. Again, it's fantastic to have you featured on the Modeller's Moment. If you want to be featured on Modeller's Moment, please do get in touch with me. Details have been posted by Flymo in the chat, and details will be in the description below also. Yeah, 156 says Craig. Absolutely superb layout. He's really getting on with his scenics now, especially now he's got himself a static grass applicator. He says he doesn't know how he's managed before without it. He says it's just absolutely fantastic work. That was one of the first 60s I ever bought for the old layout, says Eagle Creek. 66 with large double arrows, very nice, as Flymo. Liking the loco, says Simon, the railway enthusiast. Finally got to see the RAF 156, says Simon. New Roman Junction saying thank you to you all. Simmer, where did you see it? It's Leslie Gilpin's asking. Someone is Charlie getting off. Okay, thank you very much, Charlie. Patrick Hill Station, thanks for dropping in. Awesome channel, says Mark of Hemel Down. Yes, absolutely. Nice pics, a lot. Thank you very much. So that is Modeller's Moment for this week. Right, time is creeping on now quite a lot. No, we've not really done anything. It's the introduction of the first episode of the new series. We've obviously unveiled the pub name. Still a little bit more work to do on there, but we'll be moving on to all the things. So from next week, we will be looking at doing some painting of kits, building kits as well, sorry. And we, if you like that sort of thing, then please make sure you're here every week. And bearing in mind, I have mentioned there will be a competition towards the end of this series, which will be around the end of the year or just into the new year. And to enter it, you need to make sure you're tuned in each week to listen to what gets mentioned, shown, discussed, because there will be a question regarding each episode, and you have to answer that question to be entered into the competition. And there will be 3 prizes up for grabs. Some simple prizes that I've got sat here knocking around, and I thought, yeah, I think the viewers would like those. So there will be 3 prizes, 1 for N, 1 for O, and 1 for O gauge. Yes, I do have something in this loft, this O gauge. It was something that was purchased by mistake. Be the pride owner of it if you happen to win it in the competition. So make sure you do stay with me for future episodes of the show. I think it's stuttered there. Anyway, right, that's about it for this week. Thank you very much again for joining us. If you want to have a shout out, make sure you're here on the channel, or get in touch with me personally, and I may consider it as a shout out. But remember, during tonight's show, I have been testing out a new feature from YouTube. Bit of buffering going on. You're back. Yes, I did notice. Yes, it did. It paused for a moment, but I did see it, so I waited. Right, so yeah, I did test out a new feature. To be able to chat on the stream, you have to be a subscriber of the channel. So thank you. If you have subscribed here for the first time tonight, thank you very much. Do appreciate it. Thank you all for being great sport, joining me every week. Yes, we're in the new series, and Christmas is coming. Ho, ho, ho. No, we're not there yet. Take care, everyone. Stay safe, and I will see you again next week for episode 2 of YouTube Tuesday. Take care. I'll put in the end of this what I forgot to put at the beginning. For those that are channel members, thank you very much for being a channel member. This is for you guys. I'm sorry I missed it at the front. There's a list of my channel members. If you would like to become a channel member, then the link is available in the top of the chat or in the video description, and you can be a channel supporting member with exclusive content available to you. More and more of that coming as time goes on. Please do check out those that are current channel members. As you can see in the list above on the screen, links to all their channels are in the description below. Please do go check them out. They will appreciate it, and so will I. So that is it for this week. Thank you very much indeed. I will leave you with the outro while you're chatting amongst yourselves. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and keep on modelling. Bye from me.